All right, do you realize that when destruction wants to come in a marriage, it comes from the little or the most tiniest things? Now, let me tell you the story. A man had a very beautiful house that was located somewhere in the heart of the town of that city. Now, in that house, it was so precious to him that people were coming to buy that house, and the man refused to sell the house. Then finally, a buyer came. And this buyer was so important, like he was so determined to get this house. It even gave him an open check. He said, tell me how much this house will cost, and I will pay you that money right now. And the owner of the house said, please keep your money to yourself. I don't want to sell my house. And you know the person said, he said, okay, because of how much I love this house, I just want to have a piece of this house. Just give me, I'm going to give you a crazy sum of money. Just give me this wall. Just this small wall. Let it just be that it is my own. And the owner of the house looked at it and said, just this small wall. That's what you want to buy. It's like this person has lost his mind though. Okay, what do you want to use the wall for? He said, just give me, even if it's my clothes, I will hang it there. Let me just have something in this house. I like where this house is. And the owner thought about it and said, okay, it's a win-win for him. After all, the house is still his house. Then he collected money. They signed some documents. He gave out the house. He gave him the wall. Gave out that part of the wall of the house to the person. And guess what? The person came and brought his clothes just as agreed. But then he brought his clothes with some infected meat inside the clothes and tied it and locked it and put a nail and hang it on that wall. After all, it is the wall is his own. You cannot tell him what to do there. But then he told you he wants to hang a cloth, and here the cloth comes. But the cloth actually came with a meat that was infected. And you know what happens with meat? As the days go by, it begins to get rotten. And as it begins to get rotten, maggots start coming out of the meat, and everywhere begins to smell. Now, guess what? As time goes on, every 2 days, the man comes to add more meat inside the place. Do you know what? The whole house of that man started smelling that nobody could stay inside that place. And the painful part about that wall was that the wall was in the living room. So anybody who comes into the house will first of all perceive the smell of that wall and could not stay, including the family, including the children. Everybody who had that place could not stay. Now, there were documents signed before they sold that particular part of the wall. And the man said he was not going to sell his wall. The man requested to give him a refund. He said no, he's not going to sell unless he's going to let him sell his house. And guess what? Since the thing has turned out this way, he kept on putting that thing and nobody could stay in the house. The owner of the house had to leave the house. The man now had to agree to sell the house at the agreed amount that the initial person who bought that wall wanted to buy. Now, what am I trying to say? For him to destroy the home, he didn't really need to get the whole house. He didn't really need to get the foundation. All he needed was just a small piece of the wall. These are some of the things that happen in relationship and in marriages. All you need to do is just listen to one nonsense information, probably from social media, mostly this TikTok, from one of all the social media bandits, like I call them, maybe feminists or maninists or who don't preach love or less hate. All you need is just open your heart to one piece of that information, and that piece of information is going to destroy all you have. I've seen a lot from social media these days, and I think at this point in time I'm tired of seeing, and that is why I had to talk about this. Always guide your heart from every little information, every little hole that is going to destroy that beautiful thing that you're building. My name is Punis Lee, and I say bye for now.